Hi, it's me again, Cassie Anderson. Today is October 1st, 2017, and I'm on day 274 of topical steroid withdrawal, starting month 10. Just completed month 9. So I just wanted to go over my notes for this last month of September. And so a few things. I'm at the point now where my body feels like it's normalizing and just more stable, easier to bounce back, a little bit quicker. It's not perfect, but I'm just seeing more and more signs of stability. My arms on occasion are hard to fully extend, and there's nothing visibly that's really on the inside of my elbows, but they're just really tight feeling and sometimes sore and painful. So that's just really odd, but it's random because I haven't always had that. So I'm just cycling through something my body's working out. I've also had, in the beginning of this month, I had some scabby spots on my scalp, like here and here, and they were oozing and crusting, and they didn't last long. It was just a few days, but just really random because I haven't had anything on my scalp for a really long time. Okay, and then I have been going to church every Sunday for the last month, so I'm super excited about that I'm getting out and that I'm able to go consistently now. And I haven't needed ice packs while I go. I did have them 1 week. And then I just make sure that I pack something to apply to my skin, like a moisturizer of some sort. Usually I'm okay for the most part. I only typically apply in the morning and in the evening and sometime during the day, but I never know when that time will be. So I always just make sure that when I leave the house, I always put some cream in my purse. And then I have been picking up my kids to and from school. They started school this month. I don't know when your kids start school. Mine started September 5th. And so we're just getting used to a new school routine. They do ride the bus to school. The mornings are still really hard to be predictable, I guess. I'm stabilizing more and more, but my hands and wrists are always questionable. They're looking good in different ways, and bad in other ways, right? But nonetheless, I'm still progressing. So I think the hardest thing is my wrists are, my hands and wrists are just sore quite a bit. They're always cycling through healing and scabbing and everything. So my kids do take the bus in the morning so that if I do need to soak in the bath, then I at least have the option to do that. And I have been picking them up after school, and I've been waiting outside in the schoolyard and through all the different weather so far, and I'm doing okay. It's not, I love picking up my kids and I'm fine doing it. I would have preferred for them to take the bus just so that I don't have to worry about the cold coming and maybe my skin getting drier and rougher because it's already that way, but they didn't have any room on the bus. So this is our plan for now, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm very grateful that I'm able to pick them up for now, and we'll just see what the winter months bring. So I'll clue you in next month or the month after, whenever the weather starts changing, how that goes with my skin. So I have been leaving the house a lot more, feeling more normal, feeling like I'm not as heat and sun sensitive, as I've been in the past months anyways. I'm still careful, I'm still cautious, but nothing that I'm running and hiding from anymore, so that's good. We did have a heat wave come after Hurricanes Irma and Harvey. By the way, if you were affected by that, my heart goes out to you, and I've never had to live through anything like that, but I've just seen pictures and I cry. I do. I'm so emotional. But I can't even imagine. And I wish I could do so much more. I wish I were healthier, just to be able to lend a helping hand and to travel and do that, or just to be able to provide more financially or with donations. So anyways, like I said, I can't change the world, but I can do my part, and just wanted to say my heart goes out to you guys. After Hurricanes Irma and Harvey, there was like a 90-degree heat wave here for a few days, and this is southern Wisconsin. I know other parts were hot too, but I did get a little itchier that week. Not by much, but enough where it was noticeable. So I'm glad that it wasn't like terribly, terribly noticeable, right? Because I would have just itched my skin raw again, but it was slightly noticeable, I'll say that much. I've been able to, this is a big deal. I love my husband. We've been sharing the bed all our married life. There was a part early on in TSW where I spent a few nights on the couch just trying to not keep him up. And other than that, we've been fine again. But I have to say, for most of TSW, we have tried to stay as far apart on the mattress as possible, just because his body heat is way too hot. Like if he's in the same zip code as me, I just feel like it was just too much. But this last month, I felt like we've made a lot of progress. We're able to sleep closer in bed together. Sometimes we'll still have the blanket between us just to protect me from his radiating body heat. But there's been several times we've also been able to snuggle together, and that just really, that's huge. You know, when you haven't had that for a long time, it's very special. So anyways, just wanted to say, we're making progress. And it's funny too, because now I'm starting to feel cold. Going through red skin syndrome, or another term for that is red skin burning syndrome. If you can relate, you know that your insides can be cold and your outside is just flaming hot, right? But I feel like I'm finally normalizing, and when the temperature drops now, I'm feeling it. Whereas before I wanted it to drop. I wanted to live in a meat locker, and now I'm like, ooh, it's cold in here. Let's turn that up a little. So it's nice that I'm starting to feel cold. I never thought I'd say that, because I've always been on the chilly side before TSW. So it's nice to feel that way again. I feel like I'm getting back to the old me. Also, I would say that getting into bed at night, you guys could probably relate to this, other TSW warriors, that you go to get into bed, you can only wash your sheets so many times a week, because it's too much to have to wash sheets every single night. So you just brave it. For us, we wash sheets every 3 nights, or, once a week. It just depends on how bad it is. But I have to say that this month, I've made so much progress. My skin doesn't have as many wounds, that I haven't had any oozing or blood spots in the sheets. And I'm really, really grateful for that. So this month has been huge. So month 9, I'm just thinking we've turned a huge corner, being able to say that. Real quick, what do you need?
Grandma wants to talk to you.
And you're going to have to tell her I'm going to call her back, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. Okay. So yeah, that's been really nice that I don't have to wash the sheets or be disgusted getting into bed anymore. Hallelujah. All right. I also have been scaling back on a lot of my vitamins. If you've seen my blog, or if you've seen any other past videos of how much vitamins I was taking, my rule of thumb was, hey, your body's hurting right now. It's healing. It needs a lot. So really up the intake of supplements. And my rule of thumb is take as many as you can afford, right? And now we're finally getting to the point where it's like, okay, I can scale back. So I'm probably taking about 1/3 of what I was taking before. I'm really simplifying now. So as I'm running out of some things, I'm not refilling them. So basically, I'm still taking the vitamin strip. It's a comprehensive strip that has all the daily values in it that we need in a day. And I'm taking one still for kind of as an antihistamine. It's a natural antihistamine. So anyways, yeah. So if you're curious about that, I'm still on LDN. I'm only taking 3 at night. I stopped taking the daily, the morning dose. 1.5 milligram capsules, if you needed that information. Okay, and then the only thing I'm putting on my skin right now is the Shackley Youth skincare regimen, and I've made a lot of progress this month. It came out It's brand new on the market. It came out in the middle of August. So I've been using it about 6 weeks now. And already my ankles and my legs have healed up. My face has made a lot of progress, and my hands and wrists seem to be feeling and looking a little bit more normal. Like I said, my hands and wrists are always still kind of scratchy and kind of has limitations. Like they only have so many miles per day, but it seems like it's stretching longer and longer. So that's exciting. So if you need any more information, if you want to follow my blog in more detail, you can visit it at tswskinwar.wordpress.com. And if you have any suggestions or feedback or anything you'd like to share, comment below. And yeah, let's just keep spreading the word and bringing awareness to dead skin syndrome and topical steroid addiction and withdrawal. So I hope y'all are doing well and braving the storm on your end. And I wish you all the best. We'll talk to you later. Bye.